going on, everybody? Lewis Williams, iHustleNation.com. I was having a discussion with a friend the other day, and his statement to me was, we go on and on about, the black race, and, he's real big on everything's against the black race and this, that, or another, and I don't feel like that's the case. And his statement to me was, maybe you should put that out there to your people. And I'm like, well, what do you expect me to do, like save the whole black race? And his reply was, well, you have the platform to do it. Shit, why not? That was his quote, end quote. So I said I was going to do a series, 6 videos on saving the black race. Now, you won't agree with most of what I say. You'll probably dislike everything I say. You might like everything I say. Either way, you must always remember that although I have not dropped a video in a while, I still don't give a damn how you feel. Please remember that, know that, and notate that. Thank you. But the title of this video is called Saving the Black Race. Before I agree to this raw dig. I put on my Facebook page one time, which got way too many comments and likes and turned into a big theatrical spectacle on Facebook. But it said, congratulations isn't in order when you get pregnant outside of marriage. You haven't accomplished anything. Here's the thing. I'm not going to congratulate you because you successfully know how to bust a nut. This is not a great and noble feat. We are all capable of busting a nut. A girl will post a picture that she's pregnant and a picture of her stomach, and we'll see a lot of congratulations, but you want me to congratulate you because you know how to irresponsibly have sex? I'm just not going to do that. But here's the thing. Black people, we in the news again because something about us, we always make the damn news. Black struggle, this is on MSNBC, by the way. Black struggle with 72% of unwed mother rate. Black people, that's a problem. Some say, well, I was married when I had mine, and it didn't work out, so what do you say to that? Well, at least the child had an option to have a 2-parent home. It was a possibility. At a comment, somebody said, well, shit happens. That shit don't happen that often. A condom is 96% effective. So are you telling me that 4% of a condom that could possibly be faulty can create 72% of an unwed mother rate, and it only does that for one race? No, we're irresponsibly having sex. Now, shout out to my boy Doc from the Bay Area at Next Level ENT on Twitter. His reply was, Lewis said it, everybody on him mad. If the pastor would have said it, wouldn't have nobody argued and everybody would have amen. That's as real as it gets. You just didn't like who it came from, but it doesn't make it any less truth. Now, a few arguments I saw was a child was a blessing. You can't afford to have a child, but it's a blessing. This is how you're handling your blessing. You're half-ass doing your blessing. You ain't got them in no activities. You ain't got them, your best reply is to go outside and play. That gets real old. And what I noticed with black people is we don't sign our kids up for shit. And if we sign them up for something, it's the basics. Boy, basketball, football, girl, dance, that's it. You cannot convince me that you can be an effective daddy every other weekend. Black people, we have a broken household. Like we're breaking our household. Kids out of work with kids. You just want to do to the kid what your mother did with you. And some people might get offended, by this. But, from what I've seen in a lot of black households, some of us weren't raised right. And some of us aren't raising right, which is becoming a detriment to blacks as a whole. What I see is irresponsible people busting irresponsible nuts and raising children irresponsibly. I'm seeing having children prematurely is doing way more harm than good. I read this study show that kids with 2-parent homes do a lot better than kids in 1-parent homes. Now your reply probably is, I know people in 2-parent homes and they're fucked up. Yeah, but if you look at it as a whole, if you look at it as a whole, it's a problem based on, and I can see where it is. I came from, 1-parent home, so I can see where it can pose a problem. Take my word for it, it's not a good setup. If you can avoid it. If you can't avoid it, of course, but if you can avoid it, it's definitely not a good setup. Now, if you have had a child outside of marriage, you have single-handedly contributed to the demise of the black race. Please don't take offense, because I, myself, have contributed as well. I've done some nigga shit in my day. Let me help y'all out. I've done more nigga shit than a nigga probably gonna do. But here's the truth. When do we stop? When do we say, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to do better. Now, here's the thing. From what I see with a lot of black people, we kind of force our children into being grown. We force them into being grown. We talk to them like they're grown. We don't keep a kid a kid. Here's one thing that bothers me with black people. It really bothers me. We will buy our kids polos. We will buy our kids Jordans. We'll buy our kids all the expensive stuff just to show the black people alongside of us that we're doing good. Whereas when I look at other races, they keep their child a child. A child will have on Transformer shoes at 3, 4 years old with the holograms on the side. I'll never forget my shoes when I was a kid with a hologram on the side. And I thought I was the coolest kid ever. I would run outside, I'd be like, I would start, I'd be like, say, you ain't got these, bro. And I would hologram my shoe and I'd bounce, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit was just a big deal to me. My hologram shoes was everything to me. I couldn't imagine as a child replacing my hologram shoes with Jordans. What I'm seeing is, like I seen on Facebook where girls like, yeah, my baby polo down every day. Why are you putting that in this kid's head? Why are you, like, we're the only people that do this shit, guys. Like, and here's what bothers me with black people. We do this shit like it's normal. It's not normal. Stop that shit. Your kid being polo down every day, that baby don't know nothing about no damn polo. He don't care. Keep him a child. I couldn't imagine not having my cartoon clothes when I was a kid. I would be hurt. You would deprive me of my childhood to not give me my cartoonish shit, my Thundercat shit, and I need all that, man. Keep me a child. I don't need to have on a polo shirt like a grown man. It's truly just not necessary, and I see us do it, and they do it out of ignorance because you probably don't know any better, because for some reason black people feel they need to show each other up. So, my child is, you don't have to do that. It's totally unnecessary. Now, here's one thing a lot of people don't know, and only black people do this. You know how we call our kids like little man? That's my little man, and you the man of the house. I put this on Facebook one time. People didn't like it. It happens. But I put women who call their son the man of the house is how bitch niggas is raised. Hence this whole bitch nigga era that we have going on amongst black men, because women are convincing themselves that, their son is, the man of the house, or that's the man in their life. No, he's not that. He's a boy. Leave him a boy. Please don't pull him anywhere from not being a boy. Leave him exactly where he's at. Daughters need their fathers in the home. One of the realest statements I've heard this year, the realest shit I've heard this year, is the strip club industry is built on absent fathers. And that's some of the realest shit I heard. I was like, damn, dude, like, that was pretty deep. Here's what we do. We'll pass the buck. So we'll say some shit like, well, black people, it ain't just black people. White people do it too. Mexicans do it too. My reply to that is shut the fuck up. One thing I've learned being a grown man is I've learned to take responsibilities for my actions. With black people saying shit like that, you're not taking responsibility for your actions. Bottom line is, if you fuck up, you don't say they fucked up worse. You don't do that. You fix your own fuck up. That's what you do. Fix your fuck up. And black people as a whole, I don't give a damn what other races are doing. Here's what I know. We're behind on everything. We're number one on everything bad. Yeah, Hispanics passing us up. Chinese passing us up. Whites, of course, passing us up. We're number one on everything bad. So when do we say enough is enough, let's come together and be better as a whole? People say stuff like, well, them numbers and them statistics be wrong. Well, here's my reply to that. Go with the numbers. Because MSN said that 72%, blacks struggle with 72% unwed mother rate. I'm going to roll with that number, because if we got to go by what I see, it's probably about 90. So actually, you could say them numbers be slanted and shit, and I hear you on that. I'm with you. But I say we roll with they numbers, because if we got to go by what I see, it's much, much worse. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do better together as a whole and as a people. Again, I'm not making this video to be pissing nobody off. I'm not making it to make nobody mad. I'm not making it so you can feel some kind of way. I'm not doing that. I'm making this video to bring awareness listen, it's not okay to get pregnant outside of marriage. If I had a kid outside of marriage, I would still be doing this video. Stop the shit. You're hurting our race. Every time a black girl gets knocked up and she's not married, you're hurting the race as a whole. This statement that MSNBC made, they didn't say, oh, they didn't point out a few names. They stuck your ass as a whole. They said 72% black struggle. We all struggle. Now, look, black struggle with 72% of unwed mother rate. Now, keep in mind, I ain't got no kids, but I'm in that damn number. I'm in that number because black struggle. So they threw me in there too. And I ain't got no damn baby running around here. So what I notice is we're judged as a whole people, black people. That's what we're doing. We're judged as a whole people. So my suggestion is let's try to do better as a whole. So what I'll be doing is I'll be dropping these series to try to help us do better as a whole. We gonna add some things. We're going to take away some things. Some shit we've been doing lately that is just not what's up. Stop getting knocked up. You are making us look bad. That's what you're doing. Again, I've contributed to black people looking bad myself. But when does it stop? So, in the next video will be blacks and our children. What we're going to stop doing and what we're going to start doing. I'm Lewis Williams, and this is iHustleNation.com. I appreciate you.